10 Steps to Success on the AP English Language Exam by Naya Oster. Today we're going to start with the multiple choice portion of the exam. This portion of the exam accounts for 45% of your total exam score. Tip 1. Look ahead to see how many prompts there are and what types of questions there will be. This is helpful because if there are 4 prompts or 5 prompts, you are able to use and adjust your time necessary. You can make time limits for each prompt to assure that you stay on track and do not get behind. In addition, knowing what types of questions there are is beneficial so that you can look for the answers to these types of questions while you are reading the prompt. Though I would not suggest reading the answers to the questions because of the time it will take, knowing what types of questions will be asked is beneficial to knowing what types of information you must pay attention to. Step 2. Eliminate answers that you know are incorrect or answers that are similar. You may not know the answer to all of the questions asked on the AP English Language and Composition exam. In order to assure that you get the best score you can, it is beneficial to eliminate incorrect answers or answers that are very similar to one another so that you are able to guess the best answer. If you are able to guess the best answer, this will contribute to a positive grade. Finally, for multiple choice, we have tip 3. Tip 3 has 2 parts, and they both have to do with being rushed towards the end of the multiple choice portion of the exam. Many times in an exam such as the AP Language exam and the AP History exam, which I have taken before, I have noticed that I fall behind on the multiple choice section. If this applies to you as well, answer self-contained questions. These questions do not require for you to read a source. However, they ask definition questions and meaning questions, such as the definition of a word or the meaning of a sentence. If you are able to answer these questions with shorter time and reading passages, you will be able to receive a better score. If you have reached the end of the session with only a minute or so left, I suggest that you fill in the bubbles for unread questions. You will not be taken points off if you fill in the wrong answer because you only get credit for points that you mark correct. You will not be penalized for answering incorrectly. If you have any lucky guesses while filling in these bubbles, you will receive credit for knowing the answer to these questions. The rhetorical analysis essay. The rhetorical analysis essay is 1/3 of the essay, or 1 out of 3 essays that will contribute to the 55% of your score. Tip 4. Answer the following question. What did the author do and how did he or she do it? This is a great question, and many AP exam graders are looking for when you write your rhetorical analysis essay that you answer this question. You are going to say what the author did, so what they are trying to convince the reader, and how did he or she do it. The how or did he or she do it can be things such as using ethos, logos, and pathos, or other rhetorical devices. Tip 5. When you are writing your rhetorical analysis essay, focus on SOAPs: speaker, occasion, audience, purpose, and subject. AP exam graders are looking that you contribute and you look for these 5 things. You want to identify the speaker, who are they speaking to, why they're speaking, and what they're speaking about. This will make sure that you answer the basic question, what did the author do and how did he or she do it? We are now going to move on to the argumentative essay. The argumentative essay is one out of 3 essays that will contribute to the 55% of the 55% of your score. For tip number 6, the argumentative essay will be asking you what is your opinion and why is it correct. You want to show the readers that you have a strong opinion and that you're able to support it using information and details. For step 7, you want to make sure that you're addressing the opposition. Though this isn't your opinion, if you address the opposition, you show that you are a well-skilled writer and that you have researched and you have considered all of the positions that you may have on a subject, and you have still concluded that your position is the best. When you address the opposition, you are able to convince the reader that you are trustworthy and have the correct answer. I can assure you that AP English Language and Composition graders are looking for you to address the opposition, and if you do not do this, you cannot receive the best score. Finally, the third of the 3 essays is the synthesis essay. And again, this essay contributes to 1/3 of the 55% of the essay exam score. The synthesis essay, number 8. When you enter the essay portion of the exam, you will have 15 minutes to read the synthesis essay sources, and that will be followed by 2 hours to write all 3 articles. Because you are reading the synthesis essay exam supporting information first, it is then most beneficial to go right into the synthesis essay. Because you just read the information, it will be fresh in your brain, and you will still be able to easily use this information to apply to your synthesis essay. Step 9 is to take notes on the pieces as you read them. While you are looking through the synthesis essay material, it is beneficial to write a short summary next to the article. It may be in the margins or underneath the article that shows what the portion is about. And then again, it shows if it supports your opinion or if it is could be used for the opposition. When you do this, make sure that you understand what the source material is about, and it also helps you because you will have to spend less time rereading articles to see if you can use them in your paper then as you begin writing. Finally, I have step 10. Step 10 or tip 10 is to use at least 3 sources in your writing. If you do not use 3 sources, you simply cannot receive an 8 or a high score on your essays because you have not shown a full knowledge. I believe, and I have used more than 3 sources to show the AP readers that I am aware of the 3 sources rule and that I want to receive the best score. At minimum, use 3 sources for your essay. How the test is scored. There is as mentioned, the 45% multiple choice and 55% essays. Each of the 3 essays will be graded out of 8 points. And then these 8 points and your multiple choice out of 45 points will 55 points, will contribute to your total exam score. The chart to the right shows what you can get on the multiple choice and what you can get on the essay to receive a score. The score 5, 4, and 3 are considered great scores and can be used for college credit, while scores 1 and 2 are less beneficial and not always considered passing scores. I suggest that you take the practice test before the exam to get an estimated score, and this assures that you are aware of the format of the test. If you take a practice test, you can know what you need to work on, whether this be the multiple choice or the essay portion. And working on this will make you receive a better score. So the test is scored, and you can see here you have the multiple choice. As we look at the 25 multiple choice in the first column, and you would have to, if you get 25 multiple choice, to get a score of 5, you would have to get a 8.3 on the essays. Now I would like to draw to your attention that if you are getting a 25 on the multiple choice, it is unlikely that you're getting a 8.3 on the essays. And likewise goes if you're doing well in the multiple choice, it is unlikely that you're doing poorly on the essays because it contains most of the same information. The test is scored at a total of 5 points, and these 5 points are made up of scores from your essays and your multiple choice. The value of enrolling in this course. I want to conclude about the importance of this course and the benefits it can bring you. Not only is the AP English Language and Composition course beneficial, but all AP courses are beneficial because they can give you college credit. The AP exam costs around $100, give or take, while a college credit or college course can cost almost around $2,000, and I have here $1,500. But keep in mind that they can cost less than this, college courses can also cost a lot more. If you are taking the AP exams that you can, this will assure that you will not have to pay in college for tests, or not for as many courses. In addition to receiving college credit, these courses prepare you for college. If you're taking an AP college level course, you are aware of the intensity of all college level courses, and you can use the information from your course in other courses as well. In addition, it builds your reading and writing skills, and this is not only applied to AP English language, but can also apply to others such as history and science and things like that, where you have to write about something or read about something and then analyze it. And finally, AP language exams build studying habits, and you will be able to use these studying habits built in these AP exams that you can in further life in college and so on. All right, and then I just have the images or the clip art are from Google Clip Art. So I just wanted to wrap it up real quick that the AP English Language exam is made out of the multiple choice section as well as the 3 essays that contribute to 45 and 55% of the exam. These exams are very beneficial because they can count for college credit if you receive a 4, 5, or 3 sometimes as well, depending on the college, and they also prepare you for college level courses. Thank you.